Alrighty, come on in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first annual AfroMattt 2024 award ceremony. Welcome, take a seat, everyone. We're working on getting the lighting here. Let's get this set up. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. This podium is a cardboard box. I'm packing. I'm leaving. My family has COVID. I might have COVID. Christmas may have been a super spreader event, but that's not stopping us today. We are going right into the year countdown. I am kind of short of breath, which may be the COVID kicking in or the myocarditis. We'll find out by the end of the podcast. So, thank you, everyone, for an awesome year. Just wanted to start off by saying that. It's been great. I really do like doing these podcasts. They're fun. It's a good way to get stuff off my chest. And, if I can make someone's day a little bit better, that's even better. So, without further ado, let's meet our contestants. Let's honestly just get right into it. We have a lot of awesome categories today. Some of them include Queer of the Year Award. We've got Jew of the Year Award. We've got War Crime of the Year Award. Government Operation of the Year Award. The sometimes I can't read my own. Oh, sus. This is the most suspect death of the year award. Sexual Assault of the Year Award. That one will be a tight race. Shooter of the Year Award, and we're not talking basketball. Steph Curry is not on that list. We've got... we're going to save that one for last. Okay. We've got the Best Moments of 2024 award, saving the best for last. And then we've got, pulling up the rear, Dat N-word award. This goes to someone who throughout the year was just that N-word. So we're going to get started here and get right on started with the first category. This will be, let's start it off with Government Operation of the Year. So let's meet the finalists. Finalists include, well, this one you might know because it happened recently. This is the drones all over the United States, mostly the East Coast, but have popped up in other places, such as Texas, and some people have seen them in as far as Japan. So people are saying this is government operation Project Bluebeam. Some say it's in regards to the bill that will be passed coming soon about banning drones. Either way, it is a government operation. Next up is the Israeli pagers. Now, this was a throwback. You might remember this from, it was a while ago. This is when the Israel Mossad snuck in a... Is that music too loud? So let's keep it just a little bit quiet on the background. This was when the Mossad sold pagers to Gazans, I guess, and then blew them all up with mini C4 packages inside the pagers. An amazing coordinated attack and a amazing display of a government operation gone right. Well, it went as planned. Let's say that. And then we've got, this one might be a controversial one. This is Hurricane Helene. So now if you believe hurricanes can be controlled or the climate controlled in a way that would be conductive to hurricanes and led in a direction towards a place where the best silicone is created, then look no further than Hurricane Helene. North Carolina, Asheville got decimated, apparently has the best silicone in the country. Perfect to get grabbed right up by some greedy, grabby hands, I'm sure. Definitely someone's going to come grab that up. And then last but not least, pulling up the rear for this is the Ukraine war. Just generally all of the Ukraine war. is a government operation. Some say, guys, these are, of course, this is, some would say. So let's get on with the awards. Do I have a drum roll? All right, here's the drum roll. I found it. Let's get that music going and get the drum roll started. The winner of this year's 2024 Government Operation of the Year goes to Israeli pagers. That's right, guys. If you can pull something off that good and in that hot of a climate, you know what you're doing. And the Mossad knows what they're doing. So let's hear it for the Mossad and their Israeli pager op. That's right, everyone. Give it up. Give it up. Okay. All right. My cat's in the way. All right. That is this year's Government Operation of the Year award going to the Israeli pagers. Cat, please. Caesar salad. I need you to leave. Next up, next award. And guys, this is we're having fun. This is it's a light episode. It might not be an hour long. It might not even be 30 minutes long. But I am telling you, when I say this took about 2 hours and 50 minutes to tally and compile, I'm not lying. So, okay, Kat, you are on the podium. So you are going down and away. Okay. Next up, we have Shooter of the Year award. This is a really contentious and honestly, we have a pretty tight race. Like I said, Steph Curry is not part of this list, is not that kind of shooter. We are talking real life guns, firepower, black powder, guns, shooting. So there have been several shootings, and I chose not to include a lot. I mean, I looked up every shooting, and I'm not going to lie, a lot of them were just gang related. So we're not going to include those because that list would be exhaustive. And, yeah, I mean, honestly, probably take an hour and a half to get through all of those. But, yeah, Shooter of the Year award. We have, all right, let's hear it for our finalists. We have, and this is in order of chronological order. We have Thomas Matthew Crooks. Thomas Matthew Crooks coming in an attempt. This could have been a possible government operation as well, but, can't beat the Israelis in their pager attack. But Thomas Matthew Crooks, this is the first attempt at Donald Trump's life. A little bit of foreshadowing there, but, yeah, Thomas Matthew Crooks. Was the guy who was seen in the BlackRock commercial. I mean, you guys know the deal. He was lots of suspicious things surrounding him, and we still don't know. I mean, he was shot in the head, so we will never know what he was doing, who he was connected to, why he was in a BlackRock commercial. The world may never know. Next up, we have, I did foreshadow it a little bit, Ryan Ruth. This is the second attempt at Donald Trump. So, I mean, well, guys, this was a big year for Donald Trump, I'm not going to lie. He clutched up and dodged both of these. The first one was a literal dodge. This one was a bit of a, hey, look over there's a guy trying to shoot you situation, and he was, saved, but still not killed. So this counts as a shooter. It is worth noting that Thomas Matthew Crooks and Ryan Ruths did not kill Donald Trump. That is worth noting. So in that regard, maybe they're bad shooters, but they are notable. And this is a bit of a list of notable shooters. So the third person on this list, I think everyone knows who it is. Luigi Mangione. Okay, Luigi Mangione. This one came in clutch last second. If we didn't have this last second buzzer beater clutch shooting, we might not have a tight race. It would have probably gone to Matthew Crooks, but now we've got a bit of a closer one. So we've got to look at the aspects. We've got to look at the emotional damage. We've got to look at the physical damage, and we've got to look at the statements. These are all the aspects of a very, an impactful shooting. So we're not gonna pontificate on this one, honestly, because I would still want my YouTube channel. But yeah, let's get that drum roll going. The Shooter of the Year 2024 award goes to... Yeah, I don't think you guys are going to be surprised. Luigi Mangione. Yes, everyone, yes. All right, let's hear it for Luigi Mangione, our favorite hunk with a gun. If you're talking... Oh, man, the crowd is still going for Luigi. All right. Standing ovation for Luigi, I guess. Luigi. All right, let's calm down, guys. All right. Yeah, Luigi. They're going again. All right. Luigi Mangione, yes. We love him. You know him. You love him. He's a hot Luigi. Luigi hats are flying off the shelves. No one quite can pin down his motives. Did he get spine surgery? Did his mother get spine surgery? Was he a government op as well? Was he a asset? Why did he wear the exact same costume as Lee Harvey Oswald while being brought in for prosecution? All these questions and more will be solved absolutely not in 2025. So, but he does win this year's Shooter of the Year award, a coveted prize that goes to, it's always a toss-up this year. Notable mention were that one shooter. I really don't know. I think there was a trans person or something. I don't know. But let's move along. Moving right along here, we've got going into the next award. What do we have up here for the next award? We have, so we did the Government Op Award. We did the Shooter of the Year Award. Okay, let's take a pivot here to do the Sexual Assault of the Year Award. Now, this is an award that we see come up every year. Now, this is the first annual AfroMattt award show, but this... Guys, this is a tale as old as time. This is the Sexual Assault Year Award. Now, guys, there was a lot of sexual assault from Matt Gaetz recently, all the way back to Bill Cosby a couple years ago. We've seen a huge rise in sexual assault allegations and straight up sexual assault. So that being said, there are a couple notable mentions that you might not think when you first think sexual assault, but we're going to get right in with our finalists. So we've got a couple here on this list, and I don't mean couple like Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. This is they are kind of a couple. So let's just start off with Diddy, come up on the stage. Yeah, all right, Diddy. Diddy. Yeah, what else is there to say about Diddy? Diddy, diddled people, and a lot of them. The most notable is, where do you start? His freak off parties became famous, and he is currently incarcerated, waiting to see if they'll kill him. Next up, we have, and this is the couple, we have Jay-Z. These kind of popped up at the same time, coordinated possibly. Is Jay-Z involved with Beyonce, and is Beyonce involved with Oprah Winfrey? Time has yet to tell, but I'm telling you now, yes, and they're also incorporated with several others. Guys, sexual assault will be a huge one next year. I'm telling you, this list might be long. And I'm telling you, Tom Hanks is 100% on one of these lists. So, but yes, Diddy, Jay-Z, and bringing up number 3, Lizzo. Now, this one was a bit of a surprise because everyone knows women can't sexually assault, but Lizzo definitely can. She blurs the line between man and woman. Okay, blurring the lines between man and woman, we have Lizzo, where she's so fat that she can sexually assault. So Lizzo speaks out on being surprised about sexual herself. I just had to do a little bit of uptick on what this was, so I pulled this news article. She got accused by several of her backup dancers of sexual assault, where she was forcing them to insert things in, creating a hostile work environment, alleged sexual, religious, and racial harassment, disability discrimination, assault, false imprisonment, along with a slew of other charges. So Lizzo got the whole book. The hardest part about all this is none of these things are true, she says. Well, isn't that always the thing, right? You never know if it's true until it is, you know? The famous "I never had sexual relations with that woman" will always be the defense. So, you know, believe all women, but in this case, I mean, this one has two sets of women. The women that she is a woman, and all of her backup dancers are women. So which women do you believe? And then bringing up the rear is Donald J. Trump. Now, this is a little contentious, and I was a little bit on the fence about putting him on this list, but I think he deserved a spot because he didn't necessarily commit a sexual assault. But I did want to include this because of the person who was accusing him of sexual assault is a bit of a psycho. So let's play that quick clip.
You don't feel like a victim.
I was not thrown on the ground and rabbit.
This is E. Jean Carroll. If you don't know who she is, she's the person who's accusing President Trump on his most recent accuser. He said, "It never happened. She's not my type." And this is what she said in an interview on CNN.
You don't feel like a victim.
I was not thrown on the ground and ravished. Which the word rape carries so many sexual connotations. This was not sexual. It hurt. It just you know.
But I think most people think of rape as it is a violent assault. It is not.
I think most people think of rape as being sexy.
Let's take a short break.
Let's take a short break. Let's
We're going to take a quick break. If you can stick around, we'll talk more.
Andy Cooper right there, trying to come in clutch. One of our favorite Rothschilds here on the show. But yes, so some people think of rape as sexy. So if you're asking E.G. Carroll what she thinks, she says that it was just all sexy. All right, drum roll, please. Let's get this music back, and let's get the drum roll rolling. All right, and Diddy. Diddy is this year's sexual assault of the year. And this is, he will probably get killed in prison, but he put in the work, he put in the overtime, he set the parties up, and he was the last one standing at the freak-offs. So that's dedication to the game, and it is, it's just a generational talent. So, you only see some of these. Some have called him the Black Jeffrey Epstein, and that is a name that does not get passed around that often. So let's hear it for Diddy. that is something I thought I would never say. Okay. All right, the crowd, you guys are a little too happy for Diddy to be winning here. All right. There we go. All right. Well, let's continue on with the awards. We have several. We have about 5 more to go, I think. This is the Suspicious Death of the Year award. Now, this is the one that I was most excited for because there has been several, and I mean several, suspicious deaths of this year. We have, people that didn't even make this list, such as the chef, the Russian chef who his plane mysteriously crashed after a bit of a feud with Putin. We had, tons of people. There was a plane that went down literally like 2 days ago. The Azerbaijan or whatever the hell plane. That plane went down recently. And, it's just suspicious is saying it lightly, but it went down, I think, in Syria or something like that. But this list includes some of the most suspicious. And, I'm going to be honest. it's a tight race. And I don't know who I'm going to give it to, even as I'm talking right now. I'm going to be deciding with you. So we've got Suchar Balaji. Suchar Balaji was a programmer for OpenAI and recently came out about their copyright infringement, the argument, and then was later found dead in his apartment, mysteriously and suspiciously. This is the Sus Death of the Year award. Next up, we have John Barnett, another whistleblower, this one for Boeing. This was in February or March, early this year. And he came out on I believe, it was on TMZ. At least that's where I saw the clip of him talking into a camera about all the corners that Boeing is cutting. And then mysteriously told his family that if I die, it is not suicide. And then he died shortly thereafter. That, by definition, is sus. Next up, we have Teferi Campbell. Now, this one you might have slipped under the radar, but this was a huge one that people don't notice. And sometimes the ones that slip under the radar are ones that are even more suspicious, because if you know about them, they're not that suspicious, right? So this is Teferi Campbell. This was the private chef for the Obamas. That is Barack Hussein Obama and his husband, Mike Obama. They had their private chef. His name was Teferi Campbell, and he was, he liked to paddleboard, and he was a great swimmer, and mysteriously wound up dead in a pool. So I guess he forgot how to swim on that day. Very mysterious. Did he find or hear something that he shouldn't have? Did he see something or someone's something that he shouldn't have? Or was he just generally in the wrong place at the wrong time? We will never know, and that is why this is suspicious death number 3. Suspicious death number 4, we have William Rothschild. And this was pretty recent, I believe, before Halloween. A little bit creepy. We don't even know if he's dead. William Rothschild's, this is it was in the news for 1 second, blink and you missed it. He was supposedly died in a house fire, but it could have been an insurance scam, or he could have just been using it to flee the country. We will never know, because there will never be any news on this ever. So there. Next up, we have Liam Payne. Now, Liam Payne, he was part of One Direction. One Direction, notably famous for being put together on by Simon Cowell on the set of, I believe, the America's Got Talent or some shit like that, American Idol. He formed One Direction. They split up after they became untwinked, and now they are all doing their own thing. And Liam Payne suspiciously threw himself off of a balcony in Paris. And that's all there is to it. Was it because he didn't thank Beyonce? Was it because someone else in One Direction didn't thank Beyonce? We will never know. But let's get the drum roll going for the most suspicious death of the year award. John Barnett. John Barnett is the most suspicious death of the year. And a special shout out goes to Boeing for being able to pull it off. All right. Yeah, I mean, this is crazy. I was talking to my family. I'm like, dude, do you guys remember that Boeing legit killed a guy? Like, they just legit killed a dude. They killed the dude, guys. This is, I mean, I don't know how much more obvious it gets. Boeing killed a man because he was whistleblowing. Yeah, the company that makes airplanes is in the murder business as well. I mean, that's it. All right, now this is one that is, I'm not gonna lie, the entire thing is a bit of a blowout, but I tried to mix it up because otherwise this would be all pretty one-sided. So This is the War Crime of the Year award. War Crime of the Year award. Now, it's been a hot year, a very hot year. You have the war in the between Israel and Palestine, the West Bank, Gaza getting bombed repeatedly. And you have us fighting a proxy war through Ukraine against Russia. And you have other places like China with the this was kind of a backup. This was a I'll call it an honorable mention. An honorable mention, or I guess let's say dishonorable mention. A very very dishonorable mention is China and their Uyghurs. Which, I mean, if we're talking war crimes, that's about as big as you get. But that was last year. But I mean, it's still going on. But War Crime of the Year. Anyways, War Crime of the Year. War Crime of the Year is, I mean, this is one that I talk with a heavy heart. And, you know, the reason I mention this is because if you realize how bad things are out there, it makes your life way easier. You're stuck in traffic, someone cuts you off, and you realize, well, at least I'm not being starved to death in the West Bank. At least I'm not fighting a proxy war for America in Russian soil. At least I'm not a pawn in some sort of one world government operation situation. So at least at least you're none of those. So that being said, War Crime of the Year award. Our nominees. Number 1, we have World Central KitchenAid missile. So this was the missile, I talked about it a little bit last year, or I guess earlier this year. This was the missile where the Israeli government said, hey, yeah, you can take aid to the West Bank. And then they did try to take aid to the West Bank, and they got a couple missiles through the top of their building, and a lot of them died. So a little bit of a fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, and you'll get a missile through your roof. That's the sort of sentiment they're going for there. Number 2, Ukraine possibly using white phosphorus. So this was one that I did a little digging for, and Putin actually accuses Ukraine of using white phosphorus in their war. Now, we've seen this before with none other than Israel. Israel using legit white phosphorus, but that was in 2023, so they are ineligible for the awards this year. But, I mean, yeah, white phosphorus, if you don't know, burns at a temperature close to the surface of the sun, if not greater, and it will melt through, weapons, tanks, skin, flesh, bone, all the good stuff, and it'll boil you alive. White phosphorus is, it's brutal, and there is a reason it is banned as a war crime. So that is Ukraine possibly, and I have a question mark after this, Ukraine white phosphorus, question mark, because it is Putin, so you have to take it at, take that for what it is. But also, it is white phosphorus, which we've seen before. So next up, we have, and you've seen them before, this is their second nomination, Israel, with their pagers. Now, this hasn't been found by trial as a war crime, but I believe selling someone something that you know is a bomb. I mean, guys, does it get any more war crime than that? I don't know, but yeah, so that's enough about that. The Israeli pagers, which did win Operation of the Year. So, guys, as I said, it was a successful operation. It was they did what they wanted, and they did it well. They tricked a lot of people into blowing up. I believe they killed about 50 people, which is a lot when you're talking about a single attack in a single day. And then number 4, this one is a bit of a stretch. We've got Yemen. I believe America. This was the U.S. B-2 bomber strike Iran-backed Houthis in Yemen. My favorite quote surrounding this airstrike was that it was a unique demonstration of the United States' ability to target facilities that our adversaries seek to keep out of reach, no matter how deeply buried underground, hardened, or fortified. So, guys, this was a unique demonstration. A unique demonstration of bombs. So, yeah. So let's get that drum roll going for the biggest war crime. All right. We're going to do Israel in general. We're just going to give Israel all the prizes. Because they're on here twice. We're going to give them the World Kitchen Aid, the switcheroo where they said you're safe to go and then nuked them. We're going to give them the pagers. We're going to give it all to them. We're going to give the denial of food. We're going to do the, just everything for Israel. Israel is this year's war crime winners. Let's hear it for Israel. All right, no applause. There is no applause for Israel. Alrighty, let's go. Okay, guys, now this one, it's a little bit weird that the cards, I did shuffle these up, but it's weird that these ended up next. We're going to move on right from the War Crime of the Year to Jew of the Year award. Now, you love them. You love them. You better love them. This is the Jew of the Year award. Now, these might not necessarily be Jewish people, but these are people who inhibit the Jewish philosophy. Now, that might not be necessarily their religious philosophies, but this is philosophies about, other things. So, with that being said, let's continue with our nominations. We've got Benjamin Netanyahu, the Big Jew. That I believe that is his official title. And he's had an explosive come up this year, from humble beginnings last year to all around chess grandmaster, using both sides, playing America like a fiddle, while also, taking care of his business on his soil. So a bit of a how do you say je ne sais quoi? Okay, my music, we gotta restart this because I've been going too long. Okay, this is the Jew of the Year award. We've got Benjamin Netanyahu, big Jew, then we've got Elon Musk. Now, Elon Musk, not, I guess, biblically Jewish, but mythically, possibly. He does, he owns an emerald mine, and there's other stuff like that. We're not even going to elaborate too much on this one. We're just going to keep on going with it. Next, we have the families of the Sandy Hook victims. Now, they have famously sued Alex Jones for $1.5 billion, and I can't imagine a more fitting, that's very litigious, I will say that. And number 4, we have Ben Shapiro. Now, he's the only actual, he's the second Jewish person on this list, so I had to include him as he is Jewish, and I couldn't think of anyone else. So, drum roll, please. This is the award for the Jew of the Year. All right. I actually have to choose someone. We're gonna do the Sandy Hook families because that's funny. I mean, every time I think about that, they sued for $1.5 billion. You guys realize that is more money than Wells Fargo paid in the housing crisis, I'm pretty sure. This is it's like a lot. $1 billion is a lot. It's more than like the pound, or it's like bigger than a whale if you just held that money. So it's like, all right. And, I'm not even going to go there. Just why do they have IMDb pages? Let's continue. Okay. This is a good one. This is one that, guys, this was a long time cooking. This is a big award. This is like animated film of the year award. This is not quite best movie of the year, but it is a huge privilege to win this award. This is the Queer of the Year award. Queer of the Year, and I like that it rhymes. It's super nice. This is a good award. So we have, this one is stacked. So we have Elon Musk. Now, Elon Musk not physically gay or physically Jewish, but could pass for both, if you catch my drift. Elon Musk, he recently moved into Mar-a-Lago to sleep next to Trump, I believe. So that's and also he jumps. If you've ever seen him jump, he jumps like a gay man. Next we have Zelensky. Now I'm going to play a little clip here from Zelensky. Now this is now guys, close your eyes, and if you have children, please avert their attention. This is when Zelensky was part of a comedy group, and he's dancing in tight jeans and a crop top. That is the this is the leader of Ukraine. So and here's a video of Elon Musk jumping.
So many different great things. Where is he? Come on up here, Elon. He created the first major American car company in generations, and his rocket company is the only reason we can now send American astronauts into space.
There he is jumping.
Come here.
I mean, he is a
Take over, Elon. Yes,
happy boy. All right, there he is jumping. Yeah, so yeah, so let's continue on with the ceremonies. All right, Elon Musk, Zelensky, number 3. This one's tight. Destiny. Now, if you don't know who Destiny is, he's a little rat type creature who streams on Twitch and plays video games passively while trying to make what he believes is great points online, while trying not to overdose on Adderall. So if you've ever seen Destiny, he recently got alleged that, and I guess through a couple leaks, that he is literally gay and likes to blow men. All right, the music cut out right there. And then lastly, we have Tim Balls Walls. This is Tim Walls, famously the running partner of Kamala Harris. And he, well, not literally gay, might be. There was a couple rumors going around. And with a mouth like that, how could you not be? So let's hear that drum roll, please, for the gay of the year. Zelensky is our gay of the year. Zelensky is our gay of the year. Now, once these guys calm down. Now, he's not literally gay, but he is a bit of a queen. So, he's a size queen, and he needs more and more large missiles. Elon Musk does build giant penis-shaped rockets, so that's a bonus point for him, but you can just not fit enough missiles inside of Ukraine for them to shoot out. So they want loads, and they want loads and loads of them. We're pulling up on the last 2 nominations for this year. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this episode, please drop a like and subscribe and share with a friend. If you didn't, tell me why below. But that being said, let's get right into the final 2 awards of the year. These are the Dat N-Word Award and the Best Moment of 2024 Award. All right, we'll start with Dat N-Word Award. So this is someone who, and I don't mean this literally as in Dat N-Word, I mean it in the sense of this. I'll just play this clip shortly.
I can't. Ay, Ayy, I walk around like that nigga. Finger on the trigger. If a nigga wants some smoke, I let this chopper eat his liver. I came with the 38, I'm leaving with a body. If he try me doing sloppy, shooting out the big body. I walk around like that nigga. Finger on the trigger. If a nigga wants some smoke, I let this chopper eat his liver. I came with the 38, I'm leaving
All right,
with
so this is the vibe. That's the vibe that we're cultivating for this award. So it's nothing racist. It's purely comedic. I hope. All right. So that N-word year of the year award goes to. Oh well, not goes to. These are our nominations. Our nominees are Shane Gillis. He's had a great year, going from full cancellation probably about 3 years ago to now one of the richest comedians on the planet. Probably right behind that guy who does the puppets. So, next up we have Trump. Now, what is more gangster than getting shot in the ear, standing up, putting your fist in the air, and saying, fight, fight, fight? I mean, that is gangster as hell. And I'm going to be honest, he might win this award. That is Trump for the Dat N-word award of the year. And then next, we have a very, very tight race. Luigi Mangione, once again, with another nomination for Dat N-word. So he possibly could win. Once again, very popular among a lot of people. He killed the CEO of United Healthcare. And if you don't know who United Healthcare is, his name was Brian Thompson. Brian Thompson got. So, and then next up we have Young Thug's lawyer. So Young Thug was in jail because of some of the messaging in some of his lyrics. Put him at the scene of several crimes, I believe. But his lawyer got him off with only 1 year in prison. So, Young Thug famously. Young Thug was saying that Thug stands for truly happy under God. So that's what Thug means now. And I believe that played well in the court. But that being said, the Dat N-word award goes to Luigi Mangione. Luigi Mangione, he, really pulled up and let it sing. Moving on to our final award. All right, I'd like to thank our sponsors here. I'm drinking a fresh Red Bull. Drinking a fresh Red Bull. We are powered by Red Bull. Red Bull gives you wings. We are also sponsored by Ozempic. If you are fat, go get Ozempic. But yeah, let's do the final award ceremony. This is the best moment of 2024. Once again, up for his third nomination, we have Luigi Mangione kills Brian Thompson. This is one of the best moments, as nominated by the fans of fans everywhere. Love this moment. King Charles getting cancer. Guys, this was just one of my favorite moments because I hate the royal family, and I believe that they are shape-shifting lizard people of a alien race. But not in a serious way, in they're evil way. Not in like a crazy conspiracy theory way, as in they ain't like us way. Number 3, the Jewish tunnels. Okay. All right. Yes, the Jewish tunnels. Who could forget the tunnels under Manhattan? Goddamn. Yeah, remember that mattress that they pulled out? That mattress was not very good. What were they using those tunnels for, and why are Jews under the ground? The questions we might never know. Number 4, for best moment of the year, Kamala losing and the several videos of people crying that followed. Guys, this was, I'm not going to lie, brought me a lot of joy. I loved seeing those sweet, sweet tears and people crying and saying they're going to move to Canada. It just brought me days and days and days, and sometimes even when I'm sad, I gotta remember that Trump is president and Kamala lost. So, oh, what's going on? We lost our... All right. Now the winner of the best moment of 2025 is the Jewish tunnels. Now, guys, this, I mean, I don't even need to explain this one. This is just funny. I mean, this is just funny. Jewish people. I mean, I'm not even going to explain it. I'm just going to throw my cards over there, and we're going to finish this off with a nice round of applause for all of our nominations and all of the people who won. Guys, congratulations to our nominees. 2024 was a great year. Let's hear it for everyone, and stick around to the end. All right, guys. Let's close it out like we do every year. All right. Let's close it out, guys. Chill out. All right. This is how we closed out last year. You know how it goes. Sing along if you know the words. If you don't, doesn't matter. They really gave up on the glasses this year for 2025. All right. You guys know the words. All right, we're gonna play it out like this. Guys, thank you everyone who supported this show throughout the years, or throughout the months. And if you liked this episode, please share with a friend. If you didn't, like I said, tell me why below. Feel free to reach me anywhere on Instagram, TikTok, wherever, YouTube. Send me a DM, send me an email at theafromattshow@gmail.com. Twitter, TheRealAfroMattt, Instagram, AfroMattt. Find me anywhere, message me. I'm always on checking YouTube comments, stuff like that. So thank you again for a great year, and everyone, toast. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never cross to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. I'm gonna just let it play, guys.
The magic of the holidays is here, and Cox Mobile brings you our best